Well, welcome to the Resistance Download. I'm excited to be able to talk with you a little bit about this week's title, which is Cordless. And you may say, why in the world am I talking about cordless? Well, I really think in our faith sometimes we tend to be a little bit too cordless in our relationship with God. See, a cordless drill like this one, it's great, but the reality is the battery eventually wears out. Eventually, this corded drill is going to die. But the beautiful thing about a corded drill, though it may not always be ideal for some situations when you're doing construction, the beauty of a corded drill is it always has power. It doesn't run out. As long as the source is good, so will the drill be. And so my challenge to you this week is real simplistic, is try not to be a cordless Christian. Try not to be somebody who's not plugged into God on a regular basis. The Bible has this kind of neat passage that it talks about in John chapter 15. I want to read it to you where it talks about our need to be dependent or connected to God. And here's what it says in John chapter 15. Jesus uses the illustration of a grapevine, which we're familiar with over here in the Bay Area with all the, the wineries and all the vineyards and stuff. And when I'm in my own house, I've got a grapevine. It says this. It says, Jesus speaking, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit." And he says these powerful words, "Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown in the fire, and burned." And essentially what he's saying to you and I is that our strength, our sufficiency, doesn't come from doing just what we think is best or just going what we think is the best thing to go with. Our strength and sufficiency doesn't come from being cordless, being apart from God, or just doing what we think is good, or getting fueled up once a week at church and then living the rest of the week without reading the Bible, or living the rest of the week without praying, or living the rest of the week without filling ourselves with the things of God. When we do that, we're essentially going cordless. We're saying, hey, once a week I'm going to charge the battery, and then I'm going to hope that it lasts all the way till the next Sunday or next Saturday night. And my challenge to you is this: don't be cordless. Be corded into God. Be connected to the source so that you always have at your disposal. You always have at your disposal the power of God. You always have the ability to hear from God. And you're always in communion with Him. You're in relationship. That's what it means to be a Christ follower. So my encouragement to you this week is, hey, if you haven't had a consistent devotion time where you spend time with God every day, then begin. Start with 10 minutes a day. It's 5 minutes in the Bible, 5 minutes praying, asking God, is there anything in me you want to change, anything you want to do, and then just listening. Or maybe for you, you've had a devotion time and it's time for you to kind of step it up a little bit. Maybe have one at work during the school week, or whatever it is, or during your class times in between, or whatever it may be, that you begin to seek God, spend time with God, and see how He might work. That's my challenge to you. Don't be cordless, but be corded. Be plugged in to the source of God this week. I challenge you, think of it. Just take a moment right now and say, God, what is it that I can do this week that would help me stay more connected to you throughout the week? So that I'm not relying on what I have already received, but I'm relying on what I'm continually getting from you, from the power supply of God. That'd be my challenge to you. Another great scripture for you to read that might remind you of this is found in Psalms chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. So I love you and believe in you. Challenge you this week in a significant way. Take some time to work on being corded, plugged in, so that you can be used by God at a moment's notice and not have to just run on batteries all week long. I love you and believe in you, and I'm praying for some great things for you this week. I challenge you guys, leave some comments and put some things even on this page about what you see God doing in your life and how you're choosing to be plugged in and not cordless.
Yo, what's up? Just doing some work here, but I'm Miles. I just wanted to just talk about some video announcements to let you guys know about a couple of dates. First of all, September 28th. All the college, we're going to Skips. We're going to have a kick it, we're going to have fun. Make sure that, I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. You make sure you're there. And then there's another one, I think my boy Joe knows about, but I'll let you know. On October 10th, we're having a worship night. Everybody's invited. We're going to worship God. We're going to come together as a family of believers, and we're just going to just give God everything we can. So I encourage you, October 10th, come over here at Calvary Temple and just get your worship on. And November 1st through 3rd, we're having a camp. This camp is called Mind Games, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a kick. It's going to be a lot of college people there. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to be there. My boy Joe's going to be there. There's going to be a lot. You can register online if you don't know how. Like, if you don't have enough money, you can register online and you can make monthly payments, and you can start paying it right now. But you want to make sure you go because it's going to be in Santa Cruz. It's going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss it. Well, thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a good week and have a good time.
Let's say something making fun of yourself.
I got satellite ears. Yes, I do.
Perfect. Okay.